10 weirdest things that make a woman want to sleep with you. Ever wonder why a woman can go from casual conversation to suddenly imagining you in her bed? It's not random. It's how her brain responds to small, strange triggers that bypass logic and land straight in her limbic system. In this video, we're unpacking 10 of the weirdest psychological switches that tip her into yes mode. And wait until you hear the last one, because it rewires how she sees you entirely. If you're new, welcome. We share daily strategies to help men master dating. Drop a comment below and subscribe, or you may never see our videos again, and you'll be playing catch-up while others level up. 1. You interrupt her story to ask about her scent. Wait, what? Exactly. She's halfway through telling you about her insane coworker, and you cut in, not rudely but curiously, to ask, "What perfume is that?" Now her brain goes haywire. You didn't compliment her looks or her outfit. You picked up on something intimate. Her scent. Scent taps the limbic system, which controls both emotion and sexual desire. Suddenly, you're not just some guy she's talking to. You're someone who's smelling her. That tiny subconscious moment of you noticing her body's aura, not her face or words, can cause a surprising, very physical shift in how she feels around you. And yes, it often steers her mind towards sex. Weird? Definitely. But it works. 2. You don't mirror her energy. You stay slower. Most men try to match her mood. If she's high energy, they rev up. If she's teasing, they tease back. But when you stay in your own slower rhythm, speaking a bit more slowly, holding eye contact longer than expected, even blinking less, she notices something different. You're not reacting. You're anchoring. This subtle shift tells her nervous system something primal. He's not trying to keep up. He's inviting me to slow down. And when a woman feels herself slowing down around a man, her guard lowers. The atmosphere changes. The idea of intimacy goes from hypothetical to imaginable. And then from imaginable to inevitable. 3. You touch yourself more than you touch her. Not in a creepy way. Calm down. I'm talking about micro self-touches. Adjusting your rings. Running your hand slowly down your neck. Dragging your palm across your jaw as you think. These subtle gestures do 2 things. First, they pull attention toward your body without directly asking for hers. Second, they mimic the kind of sensuality most people reserve for someone they're already intimate with. It triggers what's called mirror neuron activation. Basically, watching you touch yourself, even casually, can cause her to feel those sensations. And sometimes, that feeling makes her want to bridge the gap between imagining and doing. 4. You say something that slightly embarrasses her, and let it sit. It might be a cheeky, "Oh, you'd be dangerous drunk," after she tells you how flirty she gets. Or, "So you've got a wild side? Not surprised?" Then, silence. Most guys rush to soften the tension, but you don't. You hold eye contact. You let her blush. You let her feel it. Why does this work? Because mild embarrassment activates arousal pathways, the same way being on stage or breaking a rule does. You've just created a private little bubble of charged energy between you two. And if you let it linger just long enough, that spark often turns physical in her mind. 5. You comment on something hidden, like the way her toe moves. Everyone notices a woman's smile or her body. Boring. You say, "You do this thing with your foot when you're excited. It's kind of cute." Suddenly, you're not just seeing her. You're observing her, deeply. That kind of attention makes her feel naked in a non-visual way. It's psychological intimacy. It creates the feeling that you've already seen beneath the surface, and that intimacy often short-circuits her need for a long, drawn-out, getting-to-know-you period. Why wait, when he already gets me? 6. You sound completely unfazed by sexual topics, but don't push them. She mentioned something spicy, maybe casually. "My friend went on a date with this guy and they hooked up that night." Most guys will either nervously laugh or jump on it with some witty innuendo. But you just nod slightly and say, "Yeah, when the energy's right, that kind of thing just happens." That response, calm, comfortable, and uninvested, is disarming. It suggests you've had enough experience that sex isn't some mountain you're trying to climb. You're familiar with it. You're confident in it. That aura of ease makes her feel safe enough to go there with you, because she senses you won't be weird if it happens. 7. You physically position yourself out of reach, not in it. This one's backwards, and that's why it works. Instead of leaning in or closing the gap, you angle your body slightly away. You sit across from her instead of next to her. You make her reach to touch your arm. Why? Because sexual tension thrives on space, not closeness. The brain doesn't crave what it already has. It craves what it's almost got. So when you're within her emotional orbit, but just outside her physical reach, she starts imagining what it would feel like to close that gap. And imagination is where arousal is born. By the way, if these deeper, less obvious insights are hitting different than the usual surface-level tips, go ahead and subscribe. That tells the algorithm you actually want more content that respects your intelligence. 8. You notice when she suddenly censors herself, and you call it out. She starts to say something like, I probably shouldn't say this, and trails off. Most guys smile and let it go. You don't. You lean in just a touch and say, now I definitely want to know. What you've just done is create a safe container for her to be less filtered around you. And for a lot of women, the decision to sleep with someone comes down to this. Can I let my guard down around him and not feel judged? When she feels like you invite, even enjoy, her unfiltered side, sex stops being a risk and starts feeling like relief. That's when she decides. 9. You look at her mouth when she talks, but not like a creep, not a stare, not a drool fest, just an occasional, deliberate glance at her lips mid-conversation, as if you're watching the way her words form. The brain picks up on micro cues like this, and it doesn't interpret them intellectually. It interprets them viscerally. Watching her mouth activates her own awareness of it. She might lick her lips, bite them, or shift her tone slightly. She's not doing it consciously. She's reacting. And that reaction often opens the door to more physical thoughts, even if the words coming out of her mouth are totally innocent. 10. You act like you've already slept together, without being smug. Not in a fake, cocky way, but in your vibe. You look at her like you already know what she sounds like when she moans. You speak to her like you've already seen her hair messy on a pillow. You carry a calm, low-key post-sex energy, like you're not wondering if it's going to happen, just appreciating that it hasn't yet. That mental frame shifts how she feels around you. Instead of feeling like she's being pursued, she feels like you two are already in a private story together, one where sex is just the next obvious chapter. And because you're not begging for it, that chapter tends to arrive much sooner.